The AllStar app, the #1 app in the business. UFC, Bellator, One Championship, PFL, and more. Get the app right now. Link in description. The Magic Man, November 25th. You return to fighting, man. I'm excited, especially you competing at featherweight, man. What do you think about going back up?
Yeah, man. I've been thinking about that for the last two fights. I would say I didn't have a crazy weight cut, but I'm always disciplined with the weight cut, but I just feel my body like suck, like I want to try something different, feel healthy, I know I'm going to lose a little bit on the land, but I'm going to try to just 1 second. My dog is
Yeah.
trying to destroy something here. Like a baby. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Like I was saying,
Hmm.
I've been thinking a few fights ago, and I just decided to move up. And why not move up? With such a good opportunity to compete again for Ray, and for PFL and for the people that I care so much.
Yeah, yeah. Ray's a great guy. I mean, I've talked to him many times in the past. You said that you've been thinking about this for a couple of fights. Did the UFC tell you like they wanted you at 135 rather than going up to 145?
Man, to be honest, and I'll leave the UFC in the past, and
Okay.
um, we had some issues, just before fights, just some things happen, and you in the UFC, you have no choice, and you have to do what they want you to do. And they know I'm not gonna say no for things. I'm
Mhm.
always the yes guy. I fought everyone. I never
Yeah.
choose a fight. But unfortunately, in the last fight, I had some issues, and I tried to talk a little some things and didn't come to fruition. But no regrets. I'm
Mhm.
thankful for the opportunities I had, and I'm moving on now with a new goal. Starting from zero for me. And I
Mhm.
know I compete in the World Series of Fight in the past, but now it's new. Now it's
Yeah.
145 pounder, and I'm happy. I'm healthy, and I can't wait to perform. And fight for a new organization. Everything changes. It's a click. I'm motivated. Let's go. It's good fight, big night, big show.
Mhm.
So why not fight? And why not do what I love?
The last time we saw you compete at 145 was more than 10 years ago. What do you remember about how you felt at that weight?
Man, I'm dangerous at 45.
Mhm.
I am a heavy hitter, and at 45, people feel me more. And I know I'm gonna tell you just cause training. When I'm training, I'm 160 pounds,
Mhm.
165. I'm a little different. My energy and my power,
Mhm.
and I feel like when I'm getting closer to the fights, 35, I start to lose a little bit. I don't have that motivation for training. You suck yourself. You always sauna, sauna suit, and now I don't have to go through that
Yeah.
anymore. I just have
Yeah.
to focus on train, get better, and fist fight people in the gym.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I love hearing that from fighters, that they feel relief, like in training, especially in preparation. When you train with the other 45ers, they're different body types, right? There's a lot of tall guys, long guys. How has it been kind of getting back into facing those types of body types?
Man, I would say, at 35 when I'm cutting, it's harder to deal with.
Mhm.
And at 45, and I know some guys, they are short, stronger, and some are taller, and but they're not as strong,
Mhm.
and that wrestling is not there. And but man, to be honest, each body, it's some people like Zabit. I've been training with Zabit for a long
Yeah.
time, and when I we used to train together, uh, he had all the aspect that you can imagine in a fighter. He was a tall guy, but he was stronger, and his wrestling was amazing. So I'm not here to say that a short guy have a better wrestler than a taller guy, because I see in the paper sometimes not. But I would say I like that vision, and I believe I can do very well, and I can impress a lot of people at 145 as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure training with Zabit is gives you confidence heading into 145 against a taller guy like Shane Burgos.
Yes, yes, yes. Burgos is a taller guy, He's that guy that likes to use his length, his boxing. He's a good grappler. Last fight he showed his grappling is there against I forgot the guy he fought name, but that guy is a good guy, the Canadian guy. And let's see what he's gonna bring it on for this fight. And I thought I never see Burgos playing safe, and I saw the last one. I thought he kind of want just get the win. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's the reason because the UFC contract was almost up, but Burgos is always on fire, and that's what we are gonna be seeing November 25th.
Yeah, we saw Burgos sign his contract with the PFL, and then maybe a couple weeks later, they announced that you signed with the PFL and that you were going to up to 145. And I tweeted out, I said, I guarantee you the first fight is going to be Marlon Moraes versus Shane Burgos. You can go
That's
back and
nice.
look at
That's
my
nice.
Twitter, and everybody's
That's
like, "You're
nice.
crazy." They say you're crazy. Shane Burgos is going to fight a lightweight, and I was like, "Nah, I don't even think they're gonna. They're not even in the next season. 2023 season is
Yeah,
not even going to be announced yet. They're going to fight. Something's going to happen." And I
that's
love it.
cool.
I love they put it
That's
together.
cool. That's cool. I believe, man, to be honest with you, that's a big advantage for me fighting at 45,
Mhm.
especially in a tournament. These guys have to keep struggling, keep
Yeah.
cutting. It's not
Yeah.
easy. I know. I've been through all of that, and I'm excited. I can't wait for November 25th.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, man. Now when you decided to retire, after the UFC, did you continue training at home or did you
Yes.
decide to like, oh, you
No,
did. So
no,
you
no,
didn't
no.
decide to like just relax.
I was in a gym. I was in
Mhm.
a gym. The relaxed time was just the fighting, But I was in a gym. I was training, and I saw that that's the life I like. That's the life I love. That's what I want to live. I want to live for the sport, and I want to impact more people, show to the world that anything is possible. And I want to show to the people from my town in Brazil that I can fight anyone, and I'll be a tough fight to anyone in the world and anywhere. UFC, ONE FC, PFL, Bellator. I love all the organizations. I have nothing against anyone, but today I'm a PFL fighter. I'm gonna fight for the PFL, and we're gonna put on a show. That's gonna be a great show, and I believe that's gonna be one of the best shows of the year. And November 25th, if you like MMA, you like fighting, you have to watch it.
Yeah, I think this is the best fight on the show. Even though there's great fighters, but this matchup especially, it's fireworks, man. And
It's intriguing, because
yeah.
everybody know
Mhm.
anything can happen.
Yeah.
That's what
And
excites me.
and also it's almost like both of you have nothing. You guys have something to lose, but at the same time, nothing to lose because it doesn't impact the next year.
Yes, we are gonna be in next season. We are gonna be dogs. We're gonna
Mhm.
fight like a dog, and next year we are gonna be two dogs in that tournament. I'm
Mhm.
excited. I believe he is. Let's go. Let's fight. Let's have fun and entertain everyone home and everyone
Mhm.
that's gonna go to MSG.
Yeah. You talked about, being a featherweight, and do you walk around with like much more muscle now compared to, let's say, when you were fighting at bantamweight?
Man, I think I walk with more water. I believe
Mhm.
that that's that's too much water. We take just water from our body because my body, it's pretty much the same. I'm like 163 pounds, and that's what I was. If I relax, maybe I was in a camp and like walking around 55, and then I have a weekend and I eat something and I don't train the weekend. Monday I go to the scale 162, 163.
Wow, that's incredible. Now for training camp, what I mean, who have been the guys that have been helping you through this
Man,
camp?
I have many guys in the gym. I have boxers, and I believe I'm gonna be working next week with some good guys, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited to work. I'm excited to fight, and I can't wait for the fight.
Has it been a long time since you felt like this before a fight?
Man, everything is different when you're not in the
Mhm.
UFC, because um, I've been both sides. I've been the guy that, man, I want to be in the UFC. That's my dream. I want to be there. And then you get there and you see everything is the same. Nothing changes, man. It's just an octagon, another person, TVs, people fans that love the fighting. And all that matters is what you do and how you do, because the fans, no matter where you're fighting, if you are a good fighter, if you put in a show, you knock people out, you submit people, there will be fans and they will tell you in the end of the day, brother, good job, that's it.
What about the criticism of that, the other side? You know what I mean? There's always people, there's always fans that, after a poor performance or like an outcome that they didn't
Uh-huh.
expect, they will attack, you know what I mean? And how have you handled that throughout the years?
I believe the fans in the UFC, in the UFC, we have too many fans that they don't know what's happening. They are all watching on TV. They are eating McDonald's. They are drinking beers, and they have no idea what we've been through and how hard it is to get
Yeah.
inside an octagon and fighting a man that's ready to fight you, a man that have a career, have a store, have a family, just like us.
Mm.
And these guys, they just go to internet and talk shit. And I believe in the UFC, that's more of those fans. Outside of UFC, people that love the fighting, people that support the fighters. But in the UFC, I believe because the how big the UFC got,
Mhm.
and the people behind the scenes in the UFC, they 99% never got punched in the face. So
Yeah.
they have no idea how hard it is to fight. And sometimes the criticism come from your bosses.
Mhm.
And I believe uh be fighting for PFL. PFL is leading by a true martial artist.
Mhm.
Ray Sefo is a legend of the sport.
Yeah.
He's a guy that people look up to, and he knows how hurt, how
Mhm.
take a punch is, how is to be knocked down, how is to be knocked out on knockout. He knows how it is. He felt.
Mhm.
And man, for me as a fighting, work for someone like that, man, I cannot tell you how I feel.
Man, this fight, man, is gonna be incredible. November 25th, PFL 2022 Championships, New York City, Madison Square Garden. If you want to know more about the event, go in the descriptions and download the AllStar app. Marlon, Magic Man versus Shane Burgos. Man, it's crazy. Let's like you said, fight like dogs, man. That's what we want to see.
Thank you. We're done, right? I just
Yeah.
want to finish. Thank you for being the one that predict this fight. Let's go.